Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms for another Silverrun Forest episode. So just a playthrough how I'm playing Silverrun Forest. So we've made a few changes. So I'll run you through what we've done and then we'll get stuck into some more logging. So jump into the build mode just quickly. We've made a bit of a modification to our little holding yard, holding pen for logs. So I've just put down a base game timber fence, but I've squared it off at basically 90 degrees. And gone from there. So last episode we had our shipping container, so we've sold that at the where was it, container warehouse, which is this one here. So this is one of two places where you can sell it. So you have to sell the container as a whole. You can't actually sell or transport the logs into the sawmill. We have also visited the sawmill and we've purchased that production point. So I'm just going to get in there and untag that so it's not. So we've purchased the sawmill and we've got some productions underway. So I've done a bit of a test run with timber and how we deliver it to the sawmill. So obviously we can sell here if we don't own the production point, but I've purchased it and now the production point is operating to distribute planks, wood chips, long planks, wooden beam, and prefab walls. So we've done that. What else have we done? So in this area, basically what you do is you back the trailer up into here, and the water will automatically unload those logs. So whereas the shipping container, which you sell here, basically just sells the wood for profit. It doesn't actually do anything to assist you in filling up your production point with timber. The other place that you can sell and get timber lumber from is just here. So if we go to sawmill, so we've got an identical sell point just here. You drive your container into there, automatically triggers the sale, and away you go. Around here is a sawmill, but this sawmill is a little bit different to the others because it's actually a purchasing point. So we can come in here and buy timber that we require. So come to this little icon, open the pallet shop, and you can buy whatever you want from here. And there's the costs involved. So just another option for getting timber for your productions. So it's quite a large facility, this. So I think that's where your wood chips will end up. I think that's just a decorative. I think the actual products that so there's nothing we can do here to. So we can't demolish that building. So this is uneditable. But inside this building is where our purchased products from this point will end up. We've also purchased the boatyard, which is this one here. So I've purchased the production point. Now I'm not sure whether or not we have to, whether the materials that I'm creating in the sawmill will end up here, so I'm not sure about that, so we'll have to find that out. And what else have we done? And we've done a bit of an equipment cleanup. So we've still got our original tree harvester. We've upgraded our grapple to, now let's have a look at our equipment. So we've got one man truck, one forestry harvester. We've still got the Raptor 300. We've got the larger L180H front loader, wheel loader, sorry. We've got the Let Wolf AgriPower print-off. So this is a silage leveler, but we're using it to push logs around. We've got our Flegel timber runner and the print-off head, and then a pallet fork and modified log grabber. So I'll just drop this down so we can have a proper look at it. So this log grab has longer bottom tines a wider sort of mouth, if you will, and then sort of longer grapples, so it just allows to get in and under the timber logs much easier, and it can also carry quite a few in one go. We've also configured our logs for 12 meter lengths to fit the Flegel timber runner nice and efficiently, and we are just going to keep clearing this forest area. So currently we own field 36, so we're going to just focus on that for now, and we're going to set up a little bit of a production area of our own down here close to the shop. We can't purchase, so we can purchase field 40, which we may do something with. You can't purchase the sawmill, but we can get 41, 27, 39. So we might even set up our own farm in field 41 actually. We'll see how we go, because we've got access to the train, which takes us all the way to the so we can't purchase that area. Or do we own it? Maybe we own that. Maybe when you buy the production point, the sawmill, you actually own all of this here. So that's interesting. So we might be able to build on that, which would be handy, because that's where our timber production is really going to ramp up. We've got our iron ore facility down here. This is another sell point. We've also got a field down here we can utilise if need be, but what I'm thinking is field 41 next to the main sawmill, directly adjacent to the train line, so we can really get our logs to and from the, because we can also utilise this section of train line as well. So I don't know if there's any train stops along this way. This, what is this here? Paper factory. Okay, so that could be another sell point we utilise with the trains. So I've not actually had a proper look at the train yet, so maybe I will do that. Let's have a look here. Let's rent the train. Okay, where is the train? So I wonder if we can toggle into it. Nope. Select. So I wonder if the train just sits here for us to get in. Can we get into this? Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, we can actually drive it. I mean, it makes sense that we can. Okay, so that'll sit there for us to... So what can... So we've got various different... So this is a planks wagon, okay. So I'm assuming you put planks on that. Okay, interesting. This will be a pallet wagon, I would imagine. This is going to be a log wagon. I mean, no surprises there. So I wonder what length of log this will take. Maybe it says here. $40,000 kilograms, 16 meters. So 16 meters, I would say. Alright, cool. That's pretty cool. We can put pallets on there. So this is just going to allow us to move lots of product around. So let's return this because we don't really need to use it. So it cost us $33 just for that short amount of time. Alright, and that's basically where we're up to. So let's just sort of carry on with cutting down some more trees, and then we're going to see if we can't get a load of timber in this timber runner, and then we're going to drop that off at the sawmill. So we are going to try and utilise the new log length here, so the 12 metres. So this is just going to help us make the most of the capacity of that vehicle. And also up near the sawmill, we've got really big ponderosa pines, which is going to be very useful for us later on down the track. So now that I'm thinking that we won't have our farm here, I'm probably just going to focus on logging and not worry so much about stump grinding and things like that, because it just saves me having to have another piece of equipment. I've got a nice plot of land down there that I can use. Let's see if we can get in there. It's nice and big and flat as well, so that's going to be very helpful for us. Let's drag this out of the forest. So any of the smaller logs I'm not too worried about. And we can just sort of pick and choose which logs we want. This might be a good one. It's only a short one, but we might get one bale out of it. So this does look like a pretty interesting sort of map. I probably needed to do a really good walkthrough and tour of my own just to get my bearings, because I'm finding out a lot of stuff sort of as we go here. So I may even just do a map tour just to put it out there for other people if they're interested, because I'll sort of have my own perspective on things, as does everyone, and it might be useful for people that have just picked up the expansion or looking for some additional tips. Because the initial point about the sawmills is a little bit confusing. Because like I said, one sawmill is a production point where you can take raw materials, in this case timber, and the other one is essentially just a shop where you can buy timber type productions, which is a little bit different of a concept, which I suppose is a good thing, because then you've got essentially two options to how you gather your timber items. Oh, don't tell me I'm stuck on this bush. And then also I don't need to worry about clearing land like I was planning to. Because it's going to be somewhat of a redundant exercise, because we can really situate our main farm, because we obviously need some crops like cotton and other such things to get our boats launched. So obviously we need fabric for the sail, and there's a few other things that we need to sort of look at getting. Okay, let's try this grapple out. So I've already tested it before, it's actually working pretty well. Let's see if we pick up a bunch of logs here. Okay, let's close that grab. So it's not going to be the cleanest load, but should still get the job done. And the other thing too, oh no, don't tip it. Don't tip it. May have to try and use the high lift attachment actually. This may be too big for this trailer. There we go, there's one. Let's close that grip. Because this might just be a case of I may have to get a smaller log for this, because it's just not gonna work. Let's drop that down. Because then the other issue we run into here is we've got logs sticking out all sorts of places. So let's go and release a telehandler. The reason why we want a telehandler is because it gives us a little bit more control around. So we're going to get the biggest one we can. So the Schaefer. Maybe we'll go the New Holland. So how many tons is this? This is 8.1 tons. How much is one of these 12-meter logs? It's because we want to be. So this is 783 kilos. How much is this one? Okay, 1 ton. So we should be alright. Let's see if it can meet the lifting capacity. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's give it a go. Alright, we need to get a telehandler tool. So we'll get the log fork, which is that one right there. So another mod that I downloaded in between episodes was the timber crane. So we're going to utilize that to, and this is good because it's nice and maneuverable, which will really help us. Yeah, so the timber crane has it's an overhead gantry crane that we can use to load up trailers and stuff like that. So let's just see if we can't give that a nudge. It's actually stuck. It's come out the other side. So we're going to have to get around the other side there. Remember how to operate this correctly. Yeah, there we go. Another thing I want to do is I want to put in some income generators, so solar panels preferably, just so we can get a bit of the passive income, so we can cover our costs for vehicles. Let's get this in there. Okay, that should hopefully fall in, not quite. Let's try this again. Hopefully we can get this to fall in, because if we can't, that's going to really ruin our loading operation. So how is it actually positioned? Yeah, it's properly stuck, isn't it? I think what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to try and pick it up in the middle. And reattempt to straighten it up. So where is the middle? Let's go roughly... This log fork is a little bit wide too for this trailer. Can't even get it in there. This is not going well. Let's see if we can just bump it into place. Actually, I might have to just pop up this. So we can't get in there. Nope, didn't work. Lift that up a little bit. Oh, now I've got the blade stuck. So I might need to really consider getting a different trailer. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip this trailer over. Okay, that's not going to work. Let's try this. No. Alright, I'm just going to have to chainsaw this. If I can get it over there, that'd be great. Okay, chainsaw. Let's see if we can just dislodge this now. There we go. Alright, next one I'm going to have issues with is going to be this. So let's try and see if we can grab it. Okay, let's drive this forward, see if we can get that other log to... Okay, that's really messed that up. Right, look, while I sort this out, I think we might leave this episode here. I'll load this trailer up, I'll figure out a better method, and then we'll come back in the next episode and do a run to the sawmill. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.